What's up guys? Welcome back to Unique Visuals, and today we're going to talk about the Sony A7 III and its low light performance. So let's get into the video. Awesome. So in my last video, I actually got a comment regarding the Sony A7 III, and they wanted to see a little bit more about how does it perform in low light with the H-Log as the picture profile. Here are some clips I'm going to show you guys. I actually did a recent wedding just about 2 weeks ago. The venue was really low lit, low situation. I was able to film in full frame mode, but also in crop mode. And I'm actually going to be able to show you guys some of the differences between full frame low light performance versus crop mode low light performance with the Sony A7 III. And to be honest, there is a big difference using the two. Let's go ahead and jump into the full frame mode and shooting in low light performance. So in these couple of shots, I actually shot with the Sony 50mm f1.8. These are 4K shots. So obviously the shutter speed is a lot lower, so that allows the ISO to be a lot lower. These shots were shot in 4K just to get a couple shots of the guys playing the instruments and just be able to show, you know, the mood of what's going on. But you kind of notice that the low light performance in these shots look really good, especially when they're color graded. So here's a scene, you know, before it being color graded, and here is it being after color graded. And so it really does help out with the contrast, be able to minimize the noise and be able to smooth it out a lot more. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the crop mode using Sony A7 III. Now, the highest ISO I had the camera programmed at was anywhere from 200 ISO all the way to 3200 ISO with using the H-Log as the picture profile. And its performance, gotta say, for my eye was very noisy, to be honest with you guys. I used the Sigma 16mm f1.8. That's the fastest lens that I had with me at that moment, so I couldn't use a full frame type of lens because I didn't have that. And so it definitely showed its weakness in crop mode. And that's the reason why I got a full frame camera, because I didn't want to have to deal with that. But sometimes in certain situations, you don't have the luxury, or you don't have that lens, or you can't fork out the money. You got to use what you have. And so one of the ways I was able to overcome the situation and also improve the video and keep that video good was to use a plugin, which is Neat Video, and I recommend that plugin for everyone who's shooting low light and needs to correct it or remove a lot of noise. And so that helped to smooth out the noise a lot and still make the footage usable and looks good. So I was disappointed using in crop mode, but I knew that that's the reason why I sold my A6500, because I wanted to get a full frame camera to shoot better in low light and also be able to take a full advantage of the sensor. Now, is H-Log a good profile to shoot in low light? I would say that's very tough, to be honest. I still have to do a lot of experiment, but it's really easy to actually use. That's the biggest thing. It's an easy profile to use, to color grade, to expose properly. If I was using S-Log2 or anything of that nature, I don't know if I would have been able to use the footage at all, because you have to overexpose in a wooden situation. It's really hard to have that luxury, have that time to be able to correct everything. So I definitely go ahead and recommend this camera still, using the H-Log3 and low light performance. It's still amazing, it's still good. Does it have some drawbacks? Absolutely, and every camera does, and that's why it's not perfect. So I hope you guys found this information useful. If you did, go ahead, drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to click on the notification bell for future content.